we come up with a bunch of ideas. We're up to no good together. But by way of helping to further introduce him, I believe that because of the kind of dialogue that our communities engaged in my previous synagogue, and because of the environment where we each, whether it's in your activities with ISNA, the Islamic Society of North America, or my work here at Cleveland, at Fairmount Temple and with Greater Cleveland Congregation, whatever it might be, we're good for each other. It's good to have one another's company along the journey of fostering a better and more insightful community. I think it's good for Jews, for Muslims, for people of all faith. And we'd like to make it we'd like to be less notorious for being a rabbi and an imam that are good friends. We'd like everybody's rabbi to have a good imam friend. And we want to foster that kind of friendship, which we hope will be encouraged tonight. But in order to do that, we want to peel back. The topic of tonight's program is lifted out from the Torah portion that Jews study this week from Leviticus chapter 19. Lo tisna achicha bilvavecha in Hebrew means you shall not hate your brother in your heart. One of the things we were discussing before the program tonight is where hatefulness begins. Author Sam Keane, in his book Faces of the Enemy, explains that danger. He writes, start with an empty canvas, sketch in broad outlines of the forms of men, women, and children, but then dip into the unconscious well of your own disowned darkness with a wide brush, and stain the strangers with a sinister hue of shadow. Trace onto their faces greed, hatred, or carelessness you don't claim as your own. Obscure that face's individuality. Erase all hints of the myriad loves and hopes and fears that play across every heart. Twist the smile till it forms the arc of cruelty. Strip flesh from bone until only an abstract skeleton remains. Exaggerate the features of the picture you're desiring until it metamorphosizes into a beast. Fill in the background with malignant figures from nightmares, devils, and demons. When your icon of that enemy is complete, you will be able to kill him without guilt. The thing you destroy will merely have become an enemy of God, an impediment to the sacred dialectic of history. These are fiercely challenging ideas. In a book Mr. Keane wrote about Nazi propaganda, Jews hear in this pattern the cycle of anguish and victimization that has touched Jews in countless eras. It's the method of those who menace our world today. And tracing our memory back for the Jewish visitors to tonight's program to the holiday we observed last week. To each